For you yourself, I mean, your background is in electromagnetics. Yep. And the modelling side of that, which is actually the reason why you and I are sort of sat here in the same room, because yep. we work on projects that involve a combination of physical test and modelling or simulation yep. work. And I guess really just to sort of give people a hint of the sorts of things that we within Element do, wireless power transfer is one of those topics. Yep. So wireless power transfer is the idea of powering products wirelessly rather than having them tethered because of the cables carrying that energy to the product itself. And I think with WPT, there's two fundamental different types of principle. There's low frequency, more close coupled energy, yep. and then there's the much higher frequency VHF, UHF type frequencies where it's more at a distance. And the projects that we're working on at the moment are more the high power, low frequency principles. So what is it that we're doing in that particular space? So how are we helping customers?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I guess let's cover the problem, and then we'll come on to the why. So of course, we know that when you put a wireless device close to your body, for example, you can feel that sensation of it feeling a bit hot on your skin, for example, and that's your body absorbing some of that radiation and being converted to heat, let's say. And this is something that we call SAR in the industry. Now, of course, as we're moving towards higher power devices, your laptops, for example, or more powerful phones, those devices are requiring more power, and we're also moving towards a lower frequency system as well. So the problems there come down to, okay, how can we begin to certify these devices? And to date, that's done using physical testing. As you go to lower frequencies, it's much harder to perform those physical tests, but we still can't release that device in the wild because we can't agree it's safe. So we have to find new ways to ensure that device is safe for release, and often that's done now by doing numerical modelling to understand the energy being released and how it's being absorbed. And this is something that actually is really relevant because in Canada, for example, they've recently said that we will now accept numerical modelling as part of that certification process where it's relevant, and that's I guess the big driver for our industry at the moment is to go down that route and see where it leads us to, not just in the wireless power transfer of phone, for example, and Qi 2 is a good example of that, but also in cars and other devices that we want to charge or power wirelessly.